Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome day so far. Just thought I'd come out and have a conversation with you, see what's going on. I have a question today. This is for everybody who's got really good jobs, who work long hours. What good is it to have, all that money and not the time that you want to, enjoy it? I know there are a lot of people out there who work really hard. You put in, 50 or 60 hours. You show up early, you stay late, you do what the boss needs, you spend an hour or two in traffic every day going to and from work. And, at the end of the day, you're worn out, you're tired. And, you think, well, I want to take the family on vacation. We've got the money to do it, but you can't get the time off. Or the boss says, I'm sorry, I can't allow you to have that much time. You know, you start to wonder why you're working so hard. I mean, you've got a good job. You definitely got a great lifestyle. I'm sure of that. You got the nice car and the nice home and stuff. And the kids seem to be taken care of. They're in a good school maybe. And yet you're still something missing. I'm sure, you may have missed some soccer games or special events because you had to be at work. And no matter how good the money may be, you can't get back those moments that you miss. You can't get back that moment of missing a kid's hockey game or a school event or a birthday because you had to work. Those are the moments that matter the most. Money's great, do not get me wrong, but it can't buy back memories that you missed, right? And I thought about that. And I thought, if I had to choose between, a big amount of cash all the time and stress and missing out on moments and just that kind of thing, let me tell you, I turn it down in a heartbeat. I want to be able to spend time with the people I love. I want to be able to go on vacation when I want. I want to be stress free, right? That's why I got into digital marketing. That's why I decided that digital marketing was the place for me. I realized when I found this program that it checked all the boxes for me. And that was important. First thing was that I didn't have to spend all day on the phone, which was incredible because I was in the MLM world before this and I was always on the phone. If I wasn't on the phone, I wasn't making money. And, that just didn't make sense. The other thing was that I had to buy products every month. And don't get me wrong, some of the products were awesome, but unfortunately, I don't want to keep buying products. Hey, Brandon, how you doing, brother? My day is going awesome. How about you? And, I realized that things had to change. With digital marketing, I got news for you. There is no products to buy every month. It's a one-time fee, right? You buy in, you get started, and start building your business. We have some of the best training I have ever seen. And that is something that I love, again, because people learn at different levels, right? Thank you, Brandon. You too, brother. So, people learn at different levels. And because this training is videos and stuff, you get to learn it step by step. And that is what changes. That's a big change. Another thing I love about this, guys, it is a 2-hour workday, which is, again, awesome. Right? Because you're busy, I'm busy, right? You've got responsibilities, you've got jobs, you've got kids, family, maybe grandkids, you got bills to pay, stuff to do. But that things need to change. And that's what is important, right? Thanks, Brandon. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you subscribed. Look forward to catching you on some of my other lives here, brother. Anyways, sorry, guys. I like to answer questions and talk to people as they're sending messages. I love the fact that there's this huge community of over 61,000 people now. We just got a notification that it just went up to over 61,000 people from all over the world who are building their automated online business using this program. Okay, and that's really important because when you realize there are people just like you and me, everyday people, whether they be students, whether they be homemakers, security guards, garbage collectors, corporate America, whatever, it doesn't matter. That's the nice thing. It doesn't matter about your background. All that matters is you have a why. You have a reason to say, look, I am going to make this work. I'm going to stick to this 2-hour program and I'm going to build my business so I can have more time, so I can make some extra income to go on vacation when I want, or whatever your reason may be. Maybe you just want to make sure the kids are well taken care of. Great, right? This allows you to do that, guys. That's the power of this. Now, automation is the key. Okay, now with automation, David, here, this is what makes it incredible because it's working in the background. Now somebody's trying something. Anyways, it's working in the background, guys, and that's what's powerful, right? Once you get it set up, it's doing all the heavy lifting, like sending out emails, it's doing the follow-up, it's doing all that stuff that you don't have to do, and that's powerful. Now, guys, we have 4 streams of income with this business, okay? And that's what's powerful. All right, so, imagine, guys, I don't know if any of you have ever been in the MLM world, but I got news for you. I was, and I only had 1 stream of income. Here, we start with 4 streams of income, and we teach you how to build this business. So you can take this information that you're learning and apply it to other things. So you could have, 4, 5, 10 different streams of income if that's what you want, right? You take this information because we are in the e-learning industry. So we're going to teach you exactly what you need to do in order to build this business. All right, and then take that information and pass it on to other things that you're doing. That's the power of this, guys. Look, if I can figure this out, a guy who barely got through high school, I guarantee you can too. So if this has intrigued you a little, if you kind of sat there and go, you know what, maybe I need to look at this a little bit more, then all you need to do, guys, is click the link in my profile, enter your email. I will send you the 10K and 30-day blueprint, the exact same blueprint that the over 61,000 people are using right now to build their automated online business. So you can check it all out, you can watch some videos, and then you can get started if that's what you decide. Because let's face it, guys, 2, 3 years down the road, you've got a choice. Are you going to be in the same place, the same stress, still same worries, maybe even worse with the way the economy's going? Or are you going to be looking back going, I'm really glad I took that opportunity, I ran with it, I've started this, I'm building this incredible income. The choice is yours. Look, if you're tired of always being on, it's time to build something that works when you don't. Guys, I hope you're having an awesome day today, and I will look forward to speaking with you again very, very soon. Take care.